Hello, everybody. So today I will be talking about it. Welcome to Daily and my theory on what happened to the kids from episode 1 in that movie theater scene, which was so crazy. And I'll also be explaining what happened. Because some people are getting a little confused, but I think I know. Remember, take with a grain of salt. This is probably not true, but it's my guess on the situation. So let's get to it. So these are the kids from episode 1. You have Phil, who's the tall one, Susie, who's the little girl, Lily, who's sitting there slouched up, and Teddy, who has that awesome curly hair. So here's what happens. Sorry for that bad video quality, but that's all I can get. You saw that. So Teddy, he got his stomach ripped open, which he should have been dead, somehow survived, and is screaming and while being dragged with no blood, which probably just a production error. The CGI is not the best. They did the best they could though, and I like it. That was probably meant to be Phil's death, in my opinion. I don't know. There's definitely something weird about all of that. Phil, he just got tackled, nothing else. People think Teddy got ripped in half. He didn't. He got his chest ripped open in the sky. He was flying him around, and then he like ripped open his chest, not really his entire body in half. And then he threw him on the board thingy. And then you see Susie. You didn't see her, but she got her arm eaten off. So Susie's Avi dead, Teddy's Avi dead, Ronnie survived, Lily survived, and Phil had an off-screen death where he got tackled. As you can see there, yeah, Phil's getting tackled, but we didn't hear a munching, we didn't hear a scream. He just disappeared. I think that when he was on the ground, he got dead-lighted in seconds. That's my theory because it's still Pennywise in that baby after all. So he probably dead-lighted him and so he's probably still on the floor with his weird eyes because I were the bodies there of the kids? I do not remember actually. I think they were, but Phil's body probably was just missing in general. I don't know. They never specified that, yeah, my theory is Phil is definitely dead. The baby wouldn't just spare him, of course. But let's get to the Cheerio box theory. Eels, Maddie rotting. I'm not going to talk about that though. But here we have it. So Teddy's rotting, but Phil wasn't, and you give Phil an off-screen death. I don't think Phil is dead, but he's not necessarily alive. He's probably just floating in that sky where Pennywise is feasting on him, kind of like what's his name, Maddie. He's feasting on Maddie, too, and that's why he can use. But oh wait, I'm done. No, that's damn it. What's it called? Not feasting on Maddie anymore because you saw him as a ghost with Teddy and Susie, but he is still feasting on Phil. So he can use Phil how he used Maddie as a puppet, which is also how he used Georgie because he didn't eat Georgie. I'm pretty sure he used him. As like a minion in a way. So I think that's what he's gonna do to Phil. Maybe see him later, some type of thing. I don't know, but my theory is Phil is just dead lighted, floated up there. Bye.